Hi everyone, and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. I'm working on getting those other videos up, and it should be up this weekend, and I'm really excited. But for now, let's get to today's recap. Silas and Ava, so they kissed today, and Silas thinks she's being ridiculous, and she brings up the rekindled feelings between them and the stuff he said to her when he thought she was dying, and Ava really pushes the conversation about their feelings for each other. But Silas says he doesn't want to play second fiddle to Morgan, and he's not going to play that game. You know, he's not just going to be her distraction or her excuse to have fun so that she doesn't mess around with her daughter's boyfriend. And Silas tells Ava to stop being all talk and actually do what's best for Kiki and leave town so that she doesn't hurt Kiki in the process of going through this whole Morgan thing. And then he accuses her of using her daughters as an excuse to stay around Morgan, and she storms out. At the Metro Court, Kiki wants to know what Morgan and Sunny were talking about when she walked in, and Morgan tells Kiki they were talking about a trip for him and Kiki to take at one of Sunny's new properties at Atlantic City. And Kiki doesn't want to go on this imaginary trip to Atlantic City because she wants to spend more time with Denise because she's not sure how long Denise will be in town. At the police station, Molly visits with TJ while he's getting ready for court. TJ tells Molly that Jordan told him that Duke Lavery conspired to have her killed, and Molly initially, she's in shock because Duke was such a nice guy, but, obviously, comes to the realization that it's true. And Jordan tells Rick that she's counting on him to help TJ because her hands are tied because she's the police commissioner. And Rick tells TJ and Molly that the credit card company called and said that the charge was cleared, on the credit card, so it was definitely his card that he paid with. So this whole thing actually didn't have to happen at all, but all of us knew that. And then they leave for the courthouse, and Dante comes back to the police station, briefly talks to Valerie, and then the press comes in and gets in Dante's face and asks him how his new boss feels about him being a racist. So Valerie defends Dante to the press and throws them out of the police station. At the courthouse, Scotty's looking forward to putting TJ in jail. He's so sleazy. I can't. This is a no Scotty liking zone. If you like Scotty, tell me why in the comments. Just because I'm curious, I don't like him. But I've only known him, this incarnation, so even if you knew him in the past, did you like him in the past? I'm curious. Scotty tells Study that he's going to prosecute TJ on a higher charge because apparently the guard now suddenly has a slipped disc, and that ups the crime from a misdemeanor, which would carry no jail time, to aggravated battery or something like that, which means TJ could be in jail from 1 year to 25 years. For paying with something with his own credit card. Okay, and this is stuff that happens in real life, so don't think this is just some soap opera stuff, because this stuff happens, in real life. So, after Scotty tells Sunny that, Sunny leaves the room and makes a mysterious phone call, and we hear the end of that phone call where he asks Max to call him to tell him when it's all done. And then TJ and company arrive, and Sunny assures TJ that this whole thing is going to be over soon. And Jordan and Scott have a conversation about justice being served and how it isn't favoritism. It's just TJ, he didn't do anything wrong. So it's not favoritism to, do the right thing, and you're not going to throw people under the bus just because of who they happen to be related to in the police station. So Rick wants Sunny to stay out of the courtroom because this whole thing is going to be about appearances, and it wouldn't really look nice if it was Sunny sitting behind TJ. It would give the appearance that maybe TJ did do something wrong or something like that. So TJ's kind of upset that his mom is sitting on the prosecution side rather than his side, and then Scott gets a phone call and Rick walks in. So, it turns out there's not going to be an arraignment because the victim has suddenly changed his mind and is not pressing charges at all. And, I wonder how that happened. And Scott says that even though he can still prosecute, he's not going to because it was an uphill battle. So, really glad that Scott, in his heart of hearts, really wants to fight this battle against this kid who's done nothing wrong, but has decided it would be a waste of taxpayer money to do that. Okay, how about just, I don't know, grow a heart. I don't know. It's not even a conscience. It's just like a heart. Like, just don't be a cold-hearted person. And Jordan asked Sonny if he would happen to know anything about the charges being suddenly dropped, and he said it doesn't matter because justice was served, and that's all that matters. Funnily enough, the cat sitting behind me, that's Rebel, and his brother's name is Justice. Go figure. Wonder if his ears are ringing somewhere in this house. At the Haunted Star, Tracy walks in as Lulu tells Dylan not to say anything to Tracy about Lucky, but, you know, just don't tell anything to Tracy. He doesn't mention anything about the Lucky part. And Tracy thinks that Dylan is conspiring with them against her, and he tells her he's not, and she wants to know what they don't want her to know. I really thought I was going to mess this up in this video. Dylan tells Tracy, quote-unquote, quote-unquote, I meant to just, the truth, that quote-unquote the truth. Okay, let's start that again. Dylan tells Tracy the truth that Luke and Laura are now scheduled to be remarried and they're going to go on a holiday together. Tracy buys it and thanks Dylan for being honest with her. And Tracy gives Laura the ring and Laura doesn't want it, so then Tracy tells Luke she doesn't want to see him or think about him again and gives him the ring. Luke thanks Dylan for keeping the Lucky secret, and Dylan says he didn't do it for them, he did it for Lulu. And now they're all waiting for the kidnappers to call. And the kidnappers text them to come to Canada. And Laura tells Lulu she can't tell Dante what's going on. And Dylan kind of convinces her, since they're all making sacrifices and he has to lie to his mother and hurt his mother, that she can't tell Dante, and she finally agrees not to tell Dante. Back at the Quartermains, Tracy comes back to the house and talks to Sabrina, and she tells Sabrina about the re-engagement of Luke and Laura. And then Denise comes over to spend time with Avery, and Sabrina denies her because Michael isn't there, and Denise almost slips and says Avery needs to be protected from Sabrina. And, you know, because there's a flashback of the whole Sabrina situation, but she winds up catching herself and just leaves and isn't happy at all about being denied seeing Avery. I think she kind of had like a fool's paradise in her head that she'd be able to come over there whenever she wanted to. Not gonna happen. And that is it for today's General Hospital. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It would mean a lot. And I will see you for more General Hospital tomorrow. I hope you have a great day. Bye!